Wow. Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first, very first stream of me doing Shardpunk. So my name is Sławek, and I'm the guy who's creating the game, and these weekly uh, streams will be for you guys to, see me playing the game. Hello, Enix Games. Hello, Travendesk, Mad Hat Travendesk, uh, and Yellow Crusher. Uh, yeah, guys, I'm like technically you can only see me, and hopefully you can hear me well. You can hear me well as well. If not, just give me a shout and write on this on the chat right now. But if you do like hear me correctly, also do give me a chat because we've been having some technical difficulties recently with like lip synchronization and stuff. So yeah, just do let me know, my dear chat, whether everything is all right here. Uh, hello, Absolute Audio. Sounds good. Well, yeah, you're the expert, right? So thanks for the feedback. Uh, fantastic. All right, guys, I'm like not alone here on the stream, even though you only can hear me. My director, my like voice in the head, Isdin, is here as well, and he makes sure that all the stuff goes smoothly. So yeah, just like make a mental note of that as well. All right, thank you, Onyx. Yeah, it sounds good. All right, guys. Shardpunk. So the game that I'm making, and the game that I believe you are able to see on the screen right now, like a pre-recorded gameplay video of the game, is a game that I've been doing for. I've been like counting it recently because someone asked me on the Discord channel how much I actually already spent time on it. I've been working for it like 2.5 years, but mostly part-time because I was busy in my day job until I teamed up with Retrovibe, who is my publisher. And since like the last few months, I've been able to work full time on the game and made significant progress, which I wanted to share with you guys. I'll be having these language specific difficulties because hello Walczak. English is not my first language. I live in Poland, and yeah, that's why, right? I grew up on computer games, so I learned English from them mostly, not from school or stuff. So yeah, I believe that the computer games are good for learning English. Even though like nowadays it's not that common because of all the localization and stuff. Anyways, I just want to show you the game. All right, let's jump to the other screen, please. All right, you should be able to see my screen right now because I will be sharing stuff with you. Like initially, I want to go through to the main gameplay loop, let's say, and we'll see how long it will take us. I'll be sticking around here tonight for an hour, I'd say, just like my colleagues the other day, like because you might be aware, or you are probably or surely aware of the fact that we're having this weekly streams going on every weekday, like every work day in a week. So from Monday to Friday at the same time, which is like this time. But we've just started since last Tuesday because that was the first day of the month. So like, even though Mondays are first days in week, I didn't make it. So I'm the last one. I'm the last one to start. So bear with me, guys. This is my first time, so be gentle. And you are able to see the screen. And all right, let's see what Shardpunk is about right now, because it's not like a final thing. You might be aware that on the Steam page, which I see there's a link for the Steam page of the game on the screen. The release date is set to 2022, which is like not very far away because it's next year. So the game is still in development. We're running a pretty recent build. Well, it says that it's a 2.05, but it isn't. It's really like the build from today. So, all right, for starter, just remember, work in progress. Stuff might change. Stuff might be gone completely. You as a player are is you are able to select a starting party for the game in order to do like stuff that you do in the game. I'll just select a random party. Well, not random because I need to click them. I'll take the heavy guys, which is called Minecraft, and here's like a variation of the heavy guy, which is available in the demo of the game, which is available on Steam on the Steam page of the game. The demo is almost a year old right now, and well, you'll see in a moment that the game actually has changed significantly since then. So like this guy is less heavy than he was because he is not in the full combat suit anymore, just to make sure that he's leaner and moves faster, which actually which I like more. I'll take the sniper guy, let's call him the sniper, and let's take the Tilly, the girl with the sword, and one of the two, the revolver guys. These two are not present in the demo, which is Michael and Silas. So let's take this one. As you can see, each character can have some starting traits, except for the Mycroft as of now, because I'm tinkering with this. Mycroft was previously an armored character, which I then changed to. I need to nerf him quite a bit because he was too powerful in my opinion. So I decided to remove the armored trait from him, and he will receive something else. All right, let's use the start thing. We have like three buttons here because well, the start button is for starting the game. The head start is to make sure that I start the game from like level 4 or something, just for me to be able to faster test the later game. And then the bridge mission. I'll try to show it to you at the very end. This is like the final mission, the first chapter that I'm working on right now. Onyx is asking about the names. Where did I get them from? Well, there's a very cool steampunk name generator thing, or some pages with common Victorian names. So yeah, so I'm basically browsing through these and taking the names from it. Apart from Michael, who is named after my son, who is also called Michael, but obviously Michael, my son, isn't. His last name isn't Gibbs. It's like mine, but I won't be like pronouncing it because it would make sense. I'm clicking the start button. All right, let's go. Normally there's a like intro screen or a intro text saying that which day is it, but we're not seeing it right here because I'm actually skipping it for the sake of the debugging. All right, let it load. All right, so now we're in the combat phase, which is like I'd say the meat of the game, which is about you moving the characters through the city. So why are you moving through the city? Like story-wise, the city, which I called the capital, which is the capital city of the human empire, has been overrun by these big rats, and like out of the sudden, and now your goal is to escape it. And yeah, do something extra, I'd say, but I don't want to reveal it until I actually flesh out the latest game mechanic that I'm working on. So this combat level here, as you can see, is let's say like a horizontal level, right? Uh, Combined from predefined semi-randomized map pieces that I will want to talk more about as well. And your goal is to reach the exit. Like this is the exit, or the shelter, the bunker, the place that you can uh, hide in from the rats that are swarming the city. Alternatively, you can just escape the level and hide hide there. All right, so let's start moving. The game uses like a turn system. Well, it's a turn-based game, like the only turn-based game in Retrovibe publisher as of now. It doesn't mean like it's a game which, well, yeah, it doesn't require any agility, right, or agility or reflexes, obviously. But it doesn't mean I'm an old guy that can't can't play arcade games. I've actually finished the other game. I finished Broforce more than once, and on hard as well. If you haven't played Broforce, just be sure to check it out. All right, so as I'm moving through the city, I'm encountering these green areas, which are basically loot points. Onyx Games, you're saying yes. Yes to what? Like, did I? Was I? You're responding to the Broforce knowledge? Do let me know. I'm yeah, I finished it on hard more than once, and my son Michael actually is better. He's like, yeah, he's better at the game. He's 11, and he actually he rocks it. All right, this is our first encounter, which happens when you try to go through the city. So the point is that, as I mentioned, you need to reach the end, and these big rats, as you can see, they're like very big, will try to stop you, and there will be more of them incoming as you play, as you go through the level. Now your only goal is not only to reach the exit, but also to collect stuff, basically stuff that will allow you to well, to upgrade yourself, to eat, like you can see here that there are food supplies available, and to heal yourself when you're hiding in the shelter. So you might see that when I'm moving with the character, there are like two movement ranges, like the white one or the bright one is allows you to move using only one action point, and the darker one you just uses both action points. When you're looting stuff, you're actually not spending action points. That was one of the things that I learned after receiving feedback from the players based on the all the demo version that came out. It was like 3 demo versions that have been released through time, with the one from last year, August last year, being the latest one. All right, so the rats are advancing on my position, and right now I should do something about it. So here we're actually dealing with dealing damage, whatever. All right, so like this girl has a katana which she can use to run to the enemy and slash them, you can see some numbers here. 85%, a pretty neat chance of hitting it. Let's try it and let's see whether it actually killed the guy. So that's a good thing. So I'll just try to go through the encounter right now. Okay, like this guy, I want to show you this guy's attack, but I actually can't because he's not able to reach them. I'm pretty sure I want to make it through the level, because I like ramped up the difficulty pretty recently, because I'm, like I mentioned, testing some new mechanics of the game that will give the player more power throughout the level, but also more responsibilities. And yeah, I had to increase the enemy number count. I was always like receiving complaints that actually the enemies were too difficult. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to resolve that. All right, we're doing like a quick attack for this one, and he managed to score it as well. That's cool. Again, if you guys encounter any issues with the lip synchronization, just do let me know. All right, can I show you this guy? Oh, not really. Like this guy has a very cool slam attack. The demo guy actually had it as well, but I will just cheat the game and just will create some enemies for you or for me to show the stuff to you. So yeah, this is like a Unity engine that I'm working in to create the game, right? It's the engine that I can actually do like whatever I like, right? So I'll just go in here in the game and I'll create some enemies, spawn some basic rats and maybe a bigger rat, and now I'll be able to showcase you the ground slam from this guy. So Mycroft is a heavy guy who has the area of effect attack, and I know, and based on all the responses I received from players playing the demo, because if I didn't mention, the demo has a link to the survey which you can fill in and let me know what parts of the game were good, which of them weren't. One of the biggest fun factors was actually making, like, having the ability to kill more than one enemy at once. So that's where the area of effect attacks come in. So like this one is basically him slamming the ground and killing on the rats. Like alternatively, you can use grenades, which are also like using a grenade comes with a price, but still you can take down more enemies. And also there's a very neat attack that I want to show you. Let's make more enemies. Let's make more rats. I was receiving questions why I actually used rats in the game. Yeah, Yellow Crusher. Yeah, I like the code for get swarmed by rats, which can come in very handy when your friend leaves the computer unattended while mid-mission. But yeah, I hear you. I oh, I can't show you the other. I wanted to show you how I can use a fusion core thing to blast some more rats. And obviously this guy doesn't have any fusion cores, but I can just turn the cheat mode on and spawn some more fusion cores. So right now, magically, this guy has more fusion cores, like 7, which we don't really need 7. But the thing is that the fusion core is something that you can use to unlock the escape door, which I'll be able to show you as well. But also it can be used like a weapon of mass destruction. So it has even bigger area of effect thing, and I'm pretty excited to show it to you because I'm not really sure whether this is this is working correctly, because I was just working on it recently. But the guy is, yep, he's shooting it, and he always almost managed to kill all of these because it's like 1 to 5 damage. All right then. Okay. Let's go through it. So these are the fusion cores. So we're like going through the level. Your job is to search as many loot points as possible to receive stuff, and then your goal is to reach the exit and not get yourself killed. There are special places like special loot points scattered on the map. There's at least one on each map, which holds special loot. And one is, I can see that it is located here. I will teleport my guy here just to speed stuff up, and because I can. So Tilly right now has auto magically appeared here, and I can move her to the special crate. But yeah, she doesn't have any fusion core to open it. So like, you remember fusion cores? These batteries that you can use to kill a lot of enemies? Their alternate usage is to open up the supply crates. Like, when designing something in a game, I like to make sure that when you have an item or stuff or a mechanic that you can actually, when you have an item in the game, you can use it to more than one. You can use it in more than one way, right? Which makes the game more fun, and that's like the type of game I want to create. The game which will be fun to play, not funny. It's just this is not a funny game. It's like it's a game with a rat with a AK-47 like gun. So no, it shouldn't be fun. It shouldn't be funny. It should be fun. Shit. All right. All right, Tilly. Let's open the supply crate. But she needs a fusion core, and she doesn't have any, so I'll just spawn more. I'm just spawning fusion cores. That's not how you should be playing the game. I need to make sure that the cheat mode isn't there, or maybe it should be in the game. Like, I know that at least Kuba from Project Warlock 2 is planning to have a cheat mode. Or maybe I shouldn't be telling that yet. I don't know. You haven't heard it from me. I don't know. I'm just gonna open the supply crate. So I spent a vision core, and yeah, I've received a stim pack and an upgrade token, which is like the way the weapons can be upgraded in the game. So like an alternate usage for the weapon tokens. Let's kill some more rats before we continue. This guy has a revolver. Revolvers were not present in the previous demo. The revolvers are special kinds of weapons which have a special ability of like they can be used twice in a mission. Like normally, if you have a shotgun or a sniper rifle or the heavy rifle, you can only fire it once. Can I get a zoom in? Oh, there's a weapon model here, and I can also go to the to character details and go to the weapon, and yeah, there's a hammer heavy gun in its full glory. Like, well, basically this is the same graphics which you can see here, and we'll be still upscaling it in the news feature. Like, my point is that this revolver guy can now try and shoot the rat here, and the guy is still able to move. Yeah, thank you, Anya. Or I didn't. No, I didn't. Didn't get it correctly. I hope you will. Because I'm enjoying actually talking about it. Now, guys, you can see that. All right, I've shot once, and I have still the ability to shoot. there's no one to shoot at. I'll just generate a rat and try to shoot him. Like the downside of revolvers is that they're low damage dealers, but you know, like, yeah, I wasn't able to kill this one. And what happens right now? Like this, all right, this rat is trying to hunt Tilly, and this one is running for cover. And like this is all. Let's get that's there. All right, let's try and speed things up, shall we? Let's teleport. Can I teleport here? Oh, I need to have the cheat menu open, right? I don't remember my game. Definitely don't remember how my game is played. Alright, Mycroft, you teleported yourself. Can I teleport you here? Oh, I wasn't able to teleport him right there because I believe there is an enemy standing there which I can't see. But let's go at least that far with all of them. With such changes in the game, I cannot, like, because I'm teleporting like people uh, uh, in around. I'm not sure how the AI will behave, but they should be fine. All right, this guy is pretty hurt. I don't know why. Did I blow him? Did I blow him with a grenade or something? But it doesn't matter because we can heal ourselves using the stim packs. All right. So when you heal yourself, your stress goes up, and also the hit points that you heal are actually displayed in a different color because it's not that easy to restore your hit points here. If you're like giving yourself a shot, like an adrenaline shot in the game, it really like only increases your hit points temporarily for the remainder of the combat, and then you'd have to deal with them. And yeah, I'll show it to it. Valchak is asking about the crossbow, and for the people who don't know, there's like a running joke which started like from Tuesday's stream, so from the first stream ever, about having crossbows in the game, and the short answer is yes, or oh shit, no. The short answer is no. Like the long answer is that in the initial version of the game, in the very first demo, I believe, maybe not in the first demo, the basic rat, or the basic shooter rat, was actually having a crossbow, and I have it. I found the animation, the old animation that Kurt, my great pixel artist, who I work with, created, and I wanted to show it to you, but I won't. Unfortunately, I won't show it to you on this stream, because I don't really want to run any new software, and I won't when we're already live, because my PC has like a long known history of doing very awkward stuff when I actually try to open up new software while being in the streaming mode. So if you want to see the rat with the crossbow, he's there, and I will show him the next time. There will be no throwing knives for a very obvious reason, which is the ammunition thing. Like one of the things that I try to approach with a dose of, let's say, realism or logic or stuff, because there's no ammunition in the game. You don't have to gather it, so you don't have to hoard it. And throwing knives would be expandable, right? Well, expandable. No, it's not the best word, because throw a throwing knife into someone, then hopefully you'll be able to get it out from the corpse. But the point is that you can run out of it, and it's not the well, basically you cannot run out of ammo in the game, because yeah, the weapons are actually not having any ammo. They're like more of energy weapons, which don't really shoot projectiles or bullets, right? So they don't need ammo clips, but they can overheat. Like Michael's gun, you can see that its weapon hit is at maximum, so I can still shoot, but this actually carries a risk. There's a very big chance of the guy getting two, let's say, backfire damage. But also, shooting an overheated weapon actually gives a significant damage boost. Because as I remember that, like, the pistol was doing 1 to 3 damage. Yes, this Windbreaker revolver is actually doing 1 to 3 damage by default. But if you're dealing with an overheated weapon, you can see that there's a significant damage boost. So this is like a thing that will be a very common theme in the game, which is like the risk-reward mechanic that I like to play with. And in this case, it is like you don't have to spend actions to reload, and you can even get more. Well, you can get a guaranteed kill if you hit the guy, right? Because like the minimum damage is 3. This guy has 3 hit points, so like you you guys do the math, right? Let's shoot. He's dead, but there was an overheat, and the guy received a backfire damage. So was it a good trade-off? Well, hard to say. You have to judge it for yourself. Alright, is asking about the sound effect with the violin. The violin that you can see behind me is like, yeah, I mean, I'm streaming from the bedroom, right? And I will be, because this is my home office. This is like my only office since I moved to indie game development. I don't work in an office anymore, and even if I did because of the lockdowns, I wouldn't. So yeah, I just decided that I have some prop space which I will be using. So do expect different things appearing on my bed. But just leave, no dirty no, don't, just allow any dirty thoughts there. And yeah, I have like 2 places which I can use, like this place with the guy with the running guy. I actually bought him to practice my drawing skills, to create poses for and then to redraw them using pixel art. Yeah, I well, I'm not bad at doing pixel art stuff, but I need like 20 times more time than a talented graphic designer to actually come up and then draw something, which yeah isn't a good idea. But still, yeah, the guy will be a prop. And yeah, wrong streaming platform about the about doing kinky stuff on my bed. I'll be like setting up a pool, a swimming pool on my garden in the future. So we might be jumping into the pools and bathtubs category later on. But nevertheless, I will be more inclined to actually get you guys interested in the game, not me streaming from a bathtub. But well, let's see. Let's play it. It's like we're halfway through, and it's halfway through, and I want to go to the to the shelter, and I've just teleported my guys, but there are more enemies here. You can see that there's a cover system in the game. Like every enemy has a hello Yuki. Every enemy has a shield indicator, which gives us information whether they are in a cover or not, and what type of cover is it. Is it like a half cover, which gives you like a half shield like this one, or a full cover like a full shield, or like empty cover, which is not no cover at all. And even though like this guy has a full cover because he's like standing next to a wall, it's blue because I'm flanking him. Who's flanking him? Right now I'm pretty sure this guy is flanking him. And yeah, only this guy. But I can actually move Mycroft, and when I hit or hold the Alt key, only the right one, oh the left one, right now, I can see, or yeah, the potential, that's a good word, potential to hit percentages. But I can also use my ground slam action, which I will just do right now. And the guy actually ended it. There's no there are no enemies in the sword slash range. So I'll basically take Tilly and try to open the gate. Yuki is asking, how is this cover working when he's not covered from left top and bottom, only from right side? Well, basically the thing is that we're dealing with line of fire or line of sight here. So if there's an enemy standing behind you, then obviously your cover is blown completely. And it then doesn't matter whether you're standing next to a wall or to a crate or whatever else, you will receive, or the enemy will, like the shooter, will have a shoot, like the to hit percentage boost because of that. Like who I can move Michael. I will just move him here. I'm not playing very effectively right now. Alright, the AI is moving, so they should be able to find their way around and encircle this guy and give him some very hard time. And then we have this one. And obviously there's one enemy that I created at the very beginning of the game who will try to make their way through the map and to catch our characters. But in the meantime, I'm taking Tilly and I'm going to the exit. Alright, I found nothing. I go here and I'm out of actions. So alright, Mycroft is able to... He cannot slam because he just did. But he can actually use the fusion core. So I'll just back up a little, back out, back off a little, move two squares up a little, and then use the fusion core bolt, which should effectively get rid of... No, it didn't get rid of this one. It's like a lottery because it's like the minimum damage caused by this one. But we have Michael right here who can try his luck. If you go like here, he has a pretty clean line of sight, and you can see that because he's flanking, he has some plus. He has some bonuses to hit it, and I'll take the risk because why not? Let's see, and yeah, it backfired again, but the guy is still alive. And this guy, let's reload the weapon. Let's wait for the enemies. So this little fella almost managed to catch us. This guy is running pretty slowly, and there are no other enemies present on the level right now. Bear in mind that I broke the game because I've just teleported people around, so it's far easier right now. Alright, I'm trying to unlock the door, so I had to use the fusion core. You see, like that's the third way of using the fusion core. And yeah, this is one of the latest introductions. Like, there are 3 different ways in which the shelter door can open, and it's a randomized thing right now. So they can either open at once, like immediately, and then you just escape. They can be on a timer, which is going like, this is the thing right now. It will open up in 5 turns. I just wanted to point a finger, but I shouldn't. I should be like waving my mouse cursor. Or they can be opened remotely, which then means that they won't open until you reach a certain place and open them, which will be one of the red colored valves, if that's the correct name for it. There's one valve here, but it doesn't matter. It will just automatically open in 5 turns. So I'll just prepare myself. There are no enemies here whatsoever, or not that many of them. So I'll just move my characters up, try to heal. Mycroft will heal Michael. And yeah. And we'll just wait for a couple of turns and hope that nothing bad happens. I can see that there's a... Oh, that's a very good reaction shot. There's a Discord link present in the chat. So yeah, guys, do join it. And I'm there as well. So if you have any questions, suggestions, or stuff to ask me about the game, yeah, I'll be more than happy to have you there. Also, I will be searching for more and more feedback as I work on the game. So yeah, I'll be needing you guys there. All right, what happened in the meantime? Like, the Kalashnikov rat is actually slowly advancing on my position because well, yeah, the AI is doing its best after I teleported all my guys out of combat. But also, we have some new enemies emerging, and this is something that happens here. Like in games like XCOM, there's a more like a predefined, especially in the first XCOM. And I'm not talking about the XCOM from the 90s, but like the first Firaxis XCOM game. There was a number of predefined enemy pods present on the map. Like here, it's also the case, but as you spend more and more time on the level, you actually more and more enemies appear. So like these enemies probably run up from here. There are places on the map where that can spawn more enemies. Anyways, we need still to wait for a couple of turns, so I'll just move my characters closer to the exit. And there's no pressure right here because, as you know, I've teleported myself. Let's move this guy, and let's try to hold on. Hold our positions. Some enemies are moving. Yeah, this guy is trying to go, but my sniper is doing a tremendously good job. And alright, there's still 3 turns left. I'll just try and stick with the Overwatch shots. There are like 4 Overwatch shots. There are 4 enemies, so like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. I've spent all my Overwatch shots and only 2 of them got killed. But these are like shooters that... Oh. I wanted to say that they won't do too much harm. Alright, let's end it quickly. There's only 2 turns left. Can I toss a grenade here? Oh, I can't toss it like on an obstacle. This is like one of the rules that I've set up in the game. I'm not sure why. I mean, yeah, that's one of the like rules that I set up, not knowing why, but then actually like how it turned up. Oh shit! I got stuck here. I hopefully I will. No, I will surely. I won't lose this. I'm pretty confident I won't. Like there are not enough enemies to actually provide a challenge right now, and the bunker actually opens in one turn, so we're good to go. Of course, I totally sucked at this run, basically because I teleported my guys, and also because I didn't collect too much. Like you can see, all the green rectangles on the screen are like places I should visit in order to gather resources. Like I haven't, so it will backfire, or it would backfire. That's the best word. If I would be playing the game for real. And all right, now the door are actually opening, and we can, yeah, move out from here. So let's go, Tilly and Mycroft and Mike. He needs to move up. Like entering the shelter actually takes an action point, which is a pretty interesting decision, I'd say. I mean, uh, because it could sometimes be like a matter of life and death for a character. But yeah, we left the level, and now you see a placeholder for the so-called lore screen. So just quick information about what actually happens there, and there will be a very cool image going on. Like we'll be seeing this screen only once for every like map exit type. So it basically tells you what happens next. So we're powering up the bunker with the fusion core, close the door, and we are safe because the rats cannot breach it. And basically they have more important tasks to take care of than chasing like 5 or 4 or whatever the number of your characters will be, which will be maximum of 5 as of now. At least that's my idea. Now it's time to rest and suit up. All right. And now we have the summary screen, which allows you to. We've actually spent like more than half an hour trying to play the game, but it wasn't like a real clean run. And the 2 characters have leveled up. The idea for now is that the 2 characters with the most kills in each run will receive more XP than the other ones, and it will probably, yeah, and like for the first level, like level 1, you only require like 5 XP to level up. Yeah, there's a summary of the items that we found or used, and we cheated. Like you can see that this is like the net uh, number, if that's the correct word. Like this is how we actually ended up with our fusion core count, comparing it with the beginning of the level. So yeah, you remember that I spammed, like using the cheat mode, I spammed a lot of fusion cores. So yeah, that doesn't really matter. All right, so Mycroft has actually leveled up. So each character has a skill 3 without the leaves and well, that skill list right now, which you unlock from like level to level. Like Mycroft right now has the possibility to become armored, and this is like the first armor point that he gets. Like each armor point reduces your damage by 1, so this is a very powerful thing. Or he can have his armor shredding stuff here. So let's go with this one. All right, Gideon actually also received some new stuff. So as you can see right now, there are some passive upgrades as well, like maximum HP or stress, which I totally forgot to talk about on this in this stream. They were a part of upgrades that were like pickable for the player from the list. I decided to move them to be like passive stuff, which gets picked automatically, which gets applied automatically when you reach a level, and like expand the number of of skills. Alright, so what we can see here, like a crippling shots, shooting an enemy permanently reduces their defense, which like makes them easier to kill, or a multi-overwatch, a very powerful skill which is like unique for this guy. Onyx Games is asking what happens if one of the characters will die. Can player replace or resurrect their character? Yeah. Yes. is the like 2 consecutive yeses are the responses to your questions. Oh no, like the first one was an open question. What happens if one of the characters will die? I cannot answer with a yes there. Well, yeah, they die when they die, but only if you kill them, right? So initially they run out of hit points. Then they're in this bleeding state where you can try to resurrect them in a way, revive them. But and if this happens again during combat, they die permanently. Still, that being said, you can replace let's say replace a character, because when you're dealing with missions, there is a chance that you will encounter a mission in which there is a character that needs rescuing. So that's why you're like starting the game with 4 characters, and then you can have up to max 5 of them. All right, did I choose something here? I did. All right, let's continue. And let's see whether the shelter phase actually loads in the build that I'm showing you. All right, it does. Michael says that we need to reach that bridge. So like this is the shelter phase in which you can also perform actions, as you can see, but you can also take a look at the map. All right, so this is like the map for now of the capital, and this is like a good place to talk about that's the shitty scenario that the people are in right now, because their goal is they're like here, not going into details, like near the docks or whatever, and they want to escape to the northern part of the city because they kind of believe that this part hasn't been overrun by the rats, so they're trying to cross the river, but the closest bridge is basically destroyed, so they need to make their way up to here, which is the Garcroft Bridge, which is the location of the final mission of the game. And we're starting from here. So right here you can see that well, you can choose from 2 locations, and then yeah, there's always or often a choice. And you might ask what's the what's the point of choosing a different location? And that's a very good question, because there's a bunch of mechanics that I'll be working on to introduce to make sure that these decisions, whether you go through the factory or through sewers, actually it has an impact on how you play, or maybe it depends on the amount of stuff that you have. Right now there's one mutator or one thing that like gives each map a flavor or something, which is described by this by all means temporary way of displaying stuff, displaying information whether a location is more rich or richer in some resource type, right? So like if you go to the factory here, you will run to more of crystal shards, which are required to like do stuff like create grenades or something, right? Or here you can use food you can get food in order not to you know what the food is for. So all right, let's take a look at this here, and this is a big chance change from the demo, and I do know that we're like almost an hour in, so I'll be having to wrap this up quickly, but let's go through this one then. Each character has a number of actions that they can choose. You can also change the active character here. There are action points as well. The difference is, and I believe that the latest demo didn't have it, is that there's a pool of action points instead of each character having their each individual number of action points. I found it actually easier to navigate here because it for some of the actions it's not actually mm, uh like it doesn't matter who performs an action. Like you have an action to search through the shelves, so it doesn't matter whether Mycroft or Michael or whoever else does it. I just want it to be done. So I will just do, and we found some mud supplies which can be used to heal a character. And we should be healing someone, like Mike should be healed because he's like on 1 HP. Even though you might remember that I was actually stimpacking here in the combat, and I was stimpacking other people as well. But as I mentioned, like their health, like all the HPs that they gained then during combat are gone because like the effects have worn out. I'd say is the best word to use here. So Mike can like heal himself like for real, and the same with like Mycroft. But also some characters have special actions. Like Mycroft here has a search through old stashes thing. Like this guy is an old soldier. He fought in the old wars with the vermin, so he knows like the layout and all the stuff about the bunkers which are scattered through the city, and he knows about some secret stashes. So, well, basically you can just spend an action point to get a additional loot here. You can search through the crates, like everyone has it. All right, like Tilly, the katana girl can spend an action point to actually give herself some bonuses for the next combat. So you can see this is actually the same with Gideon. He can like increase his accuracy. This is a very good idea to actually enter combat, to enter a shelter, in order to like buff your squad before the next encounter. All right, like Michael is he's a leader type guy, so we can like give the pep talk and then reduce the stress of other characters, and then make sure that they actually don't stress that much in the upcoming encounter. Is there anything interesting here? No, well, they can heal themselves. We could be able to craft some stuff, but we actually can't because I did not gather any resources, so we've just run out of stuff. Alright, what else can we do in the shelter? We can upgrade our weapons, and this is the latest take I have on the weapon upgrade system, which is not the final one, but still I'm pretty sure I'm close to like having it the way I want. So every character has their own weapon, which will be upgraded. Will have more detailed visuals than even than these, and you can spend the upgrade tokens, which are right now represented with the very extraordinary brown arrow pointing upwards that I've implemented in the game, which will be hopefully changed to a better way of representing this stuff. Which you can use these upgrade tokens to well, to upgrade your weapons. So I have only one upgrade token which I found in the fancy loot chest in the game, so I can make sure that I don't know, I increase the cell capacity of the weapon. Like the cell capacity is 2, and when I purchase it, it becomes, well, 3. Fantastic, isn't it? Oh, my point is that uh, right now you don't have the possibility to recycle it as soon as you spend uh, points, then you're like done. So this should be, or this will be a case as well. All right, after that, we're going to the shelter, we're ending this phase. We need to feed our characters. If I have some food, I only have one food supply, so I can only feed one guy. The other just received an HP hit, and that's all. And then we're on the map selection. I'm selecting the sewers. I can distribute my combat items. I have a shitload of fusion cores because I cheated because I'm nasty cheater here on the game, so it actually doesn't matter how I actually distribute this stuff, and I hit the start button, and we'll actually see whether the game actually loads the second level after all the changes that I made to the game's code today. And it actually did. And we're at the sewers now, and the basic loop repeats itself. All right, this concludes the the basic presentation. So, my dear operator, I believe you can go to the ending screen, please. Fantastic. So, yeah, I just went through the basic gameplay loop of Shardpunk without going into much details, I'd say. And starting from the next week, besides, of course, the fact that I will be showing the crossbow for all you guys, I will be going a little more deeper into how some of the game mechanics work. In order to, well, first of all, make sure that I mentally get the things correct in my head, and then ask for your advice. And yeah, we'll be able to make the game even better. All right, I should look at the screen, I'd say, because you're not able to see the gameplay anymore. All right, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me, and we will see each other in a week. And do remember that there's next stream, same time tomorrow, and yeah, all up to Friday, because we'll have a lot of more games at Retrovibe present. Thanks again, and yeah, have a great day or week or or evening, or yeah, see you.